I saw you carrying a plate. You're the one who liked the lunch the most. No? So how's it back this time? Coming back to India last year, you had a good time and yeah?
Glad the weather is better this year.
Weather's better? Fantastic. Thank you for all the cranberries and putting this together. Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're frying it and not roasting it? I mean, that's supposed to be low light.
So good question. Everything that was supposed to be at the oven today, we are in, kind of, as you can see, the oven was here, and it's not here. No, I was supposed to put it on OTG. We put it on OTG. No, I know, it's a good question. You're absolutely right. But I like my papad to be roasted. I'm already giving you so much help through the cranberries. Come on, don't take the fried papad away from me, please. I was eating fried papad at the buffet just now, outside. Some bit we should keep. Like, we all eat baked fries, but would you ever give up your French fries? Anybody?
No.
Air fryer is fine.
Okay. No, I give it to you. Like, you're of course very, very healthy, Anand, but I'm not giving up my French fries. Actually, what about puris? Would anybody give up puris?
One or two is fine, not too many.
Air fried puri? By the way, I must tell you this, scientifically proven Indian fried food is way healthier than anything else. Why? Because we always fry on the top surface of the oil. So if you notice, the papad was always on the oil, top. Similarly with puri. So go back and it shows this. Everything else internationally is always fried at the bottom. So bottom fry is slightly unhealthier than Indian fried food. I'm going to quickly plate this for you. Fairly simple.
Chef, are you using the sweet cranberries?
Ma'am, I've used both the sweet and the tart because I want a balance of the sweet sourness. That, as we discussed also in the previous forum, we're constantly talking about, fantastic chef, thank you. We're constantly talking about the sweet sourness, incorporation of sweet and sourness. So, okay, where's the recipe now? Let's quickly assemble. Was there any lettuce on it? Excellent. Fresh basil. Okay. So basically, it's nothing but you bring your papad like that, and then you put. Will you run and give me a few spoons and stuff? Just get some. The two chefs here will get some. So I'm going to put a bit of that, like that. Very, very simple, quick recipe. I think we have feta on top of it, right? There you go, another layer of that. Basil, I've chopped up everything, so there's nothing left now. Very good. So the second layer of construction goes on top. The third layer, also very interesting if you want to do this for kids at home. It's very exciting to look at a nice pretty plate, which will almost look like a restaurant plate, but yet you can easily make it at home. Yes. So I'm going to now, this one, just see if you can. I'm going to put a little bit of feta on top. Chef, I need a few spoons from the buffet, like regular spoons and forks. I'm going to put a bit of feta, I'm going to dress it up with cranberries, a little bit of greens on top, and we are ready to go. So a very pretty looking plate and a quick, a drizzle or a little brush of cranberry puree. So this is, I must tell you, I've used the sour cranberries. I have rehydrated them in simmering water for an hour. So this is a very interesting technique. That's how you could replace anything. So it could become your imli at home. This could become your kokum at home. You could make your sour curries and sauces with this, gravies with this. I've used this in all format and it's worked beautifully for me. So a bit of that. Okay, so that's not much. So let's not worry. We're going to put the feta on top. We're going to put a bit of greens, and we are good to go. We're just waiting for a couple of spoons. Anybody has any questions so far? Any of the chefs at the back? Any thoughts? Any questions?
Garlic can be optional.
Yes, of course, definitely. So in tapenade, it's always a thing that you could use or avoid. You can definitely avoid garlic. You could also add a bit of ginger. I have done a ginger and cranberry chutney exactly like the way you do ginger and tamarind chutney, like a sauce. Sauce, it has worked very well for me. I'm going to put my feta. I'm going to do a bit of the red cranberries. We've been talking about the color all day long. Pretty much like a popper with, my God, somebody some shutter speed. It's going on at 1 by 1500, 1 by 3000. What is the speed, sir? Constantly going cut.
It's ready?
Yes, so that's the first plate, which is primarily using both the variants of cranberries. Question, go for it. Yes, any questions at the back? Sir? Good question. You want a sale price to be suggested, or you want a cost price? Cost price? Okay, so cranberries are coming at different prices. Is Keith or anybody here from the? What is the current price? The SAR and the. We can move the. Go for it. So what is the price?
So I said it really depends on the customer. If the customer needs a few grams, a few kilograms, then of course the price from the upward of 500 rupees a kilogram.
1,000 a kilogram?
Between 500 and 1,000. But if the demand is higher, then the price of course.
So 1,000 a kilogram, we've used about 50 grams of cranberries on this particular recipe. So that's what, 50 rupees. Rest of it would be just the papad. It doesn't really cost much. Bit of feta cheese. You could do feta, you could do crumbled paneer, you could do any other cheese. If you like your Amul or home cheeses, you could use that. My assumption would be not less than 85-90 rupees for the plate. So you could easily sell it under 300 rupees as a nice snack plate. You could also do a construction like that, you know, sidewise. So I have this slate, I'm going to use it for the next recipe. So if you have a slate like that, you could also do a stack like that. Like I've done like a vertical, you could go horizontal. That will also give you a nice one. Okay, we ready for the next recipe? Anybody has any questions, or we can come back and take questions for the next recipe again, as in this recipe again. Next recipe is again very simple. I hope you've all got a printout. If you want to give it to the chefs to try at the back, just quickly run and give them if they want to try it. Okay. Will you run and get me another bottle of cranberry? Do you have a cranberry juice bottle here? I need a slightly bigger one. Just see if you can. A bit of balsamic vinegar. So pears, of course, we also are promoting pears from US. This is a fantastic quality pear that we've got today from the kitchen here at Marriott's. So I'm going to quickly slice them up. Yeah. Just put a little bit there. So quickly reduce the pears with the balsamic. Yeah, that's good enough. So pears, poached pears. Just see the balsamic glaze is doing well. And we'll put cranberry paste, right? So what is it called? I'm going to use a bit of rosemary. The cranberries, we have used in place of that the same sour tart cranberries. We have dehydrated them in the methodology that I mentioned, which is the the slow simmering method, by which we have made a puree of the same. I'm going to put a bit of that. So can anybody see this? I don't know if you can focus on this one, please. If the camera can focus on that. So see the consistency is almost like ketchup, imli, salt. Can everybody see it? Yes. Okay. So very smooth. So that's it, as simple as that. I'm just mixing it with my pears. I'm ready with my cranberry, rosemary. I'll put a dash of salt actually also. Yes, good. A little bit of pepper, thank you. Okay, so poached cranberries are ready. Now we have to do brie and toast. And the cranberry mustard. So we'll use another pan to do the cranberry mustard. This is done. We'll keep it aside. We have a pan. We have quick deglaze pans with white wine. Bit of the cranberries. And some mustard, of course. So you can also see it's very versatile. We are using it different components. We used it for an appetizer, which was the nachni stack. Now I'm doing a nice European bistro style brie, baked brie in breads with the cranberry mustard sauce. So it also kind of incorporates itself in different ways. So you can take it off now. This section can be. Just take a tray and take it out. Or take a bowl and take it out. Put all that in the bowl only. Yeah? So just move that out section out. So saying that is the bread with brie. I'm going to quickly toast my bread on a tawa. Chef, I've asked for a little extra brie. Brie cheese. Huh? Yeah, that's only that much is there. You could get a little more. Okay, any thoughts or questions so far on the combination of combining mustard and cranberry or cranberry with olives? Oh, we've got a little extra piece.
The cranberries and olives.
You thought it was a good idea? Thank you so much. So since last year, since I've started working with US cranberries, it's been a beautiful journey. I'm constantly thinking which are the ways of incorporating cranberry into our food or our diet. So it was easy last year. It got difficult this year because it was the first year and the expectation was low. And this year we're doing again interesting dishes. So I'm really thinking of interesting ways of incorporating cranberry into the appetizer or in the mains. Desserts is always easier. You throw it with cream, you throw it with any other like meringue or cakes, it works beautifully. Cupcakes, it works always very well. But how to incorporate cranberry up in the day? So we're discussing the smoothie story. So this part of this cranberry puree, if you have it in your deep freezer or freezer, you could constantly take out and put a spoon on your smoothie. Put a spoon and make a chutney. If you're making a dosa or a dhokla or something like that at home in the morning for breakfast, you could use that as an idli ka chutney. I've used it and works beautifully with steamed idlis as well. So this puree is like magic. Rehydrate your cranberries, puree it, keep it in the deep freezer or otherwise. So dry it out in an oven is my method. We also bake soft meringue and put them on top of desserts, but this one is like a quick method. So this is, I'm just going to keep it away thinking there is the. Okay? Yes, good question, right? We're trying to raise something, so you can use air. So egg white, beating egg white is incorporating air. That's mechanical raising. What is chemical raising? Anybody? Escape. So it will not really have any effect on the final product.